Hello, this is Krystal, and thank you for joining me for this week's First Chapter Friday. Today I will be continuing our Jennifer Chiaverini series with Resistance Women. Prologue. November 1942, Mildred. The heavy iron doors open, and for a moment Mildred stands motionless and blinking in the sunlight, breathless from the sudden rush of cool, fresh air caressing her face and lifting her hair. The guard propels her forward into the prison yard, his grip painful and unyielding around her upper arm. Other women, clad in identical drab, shapeless garments, walk slowly in pairs around the perimeter of the gravel square. Their cells within the Hausgefängnis of the Gestapo's Prince Albertstrasse headquarters are so cramped that they can scarcely move. And now the prisoners spread their arms and lift their faces to the sky, like dancers, like dry autumn leaves scattered in a gust of wind. How many of them would never again know more freedom than this? No talking, the guard reminds her, shoving her into the open yard. Stumbling, she regains her footing and begins treading a diagonal path between the two corners of the high encircling walls, forbidden to walk with the others. She has done this 10 precious minutes each day since her arrest 2 months before, and her stiff, aching limbs fall into the routine before she is conscious of it. Deliberately, she holds her head up and takes long, steady strides in a false show of strength that costs her dearly. She's lost weight, and from the strands she finds on her bunk each morning, she knows that her once luxuriant blonde hair was gone brittle and white. Coughs rack her almost constantly. Earlier that day, she brought her hand away from her mouth and nose to find her palms spotted with blood. There is no medicine to spare for people like her, traitors to the Third Reich. Although, is it correct to call her a traitor, since she is American? It does not matter. Not to her jailers and not to the law, to whom she is American by birth, a dual citizen by marriage. To Adolf Hitler, it matters very much that she is an American, or so she has been warned. And yet Germany is her adopted home, the birthplace of her beloved husband. It was because she could not bear to be parted from him that she had remained in Berlin even after the United States government warned its citizens to leave the country. Arvid. Her heart aches as she imagines him languishing in a cramped, cold, dimly lit cell like her own, somewhere not far away, but impossibly beyond her reach. Their trial is pending. Perhaps they will be reunited in the courtroom. They and all of their brave, unfortunate friends in the resistance cell the Nazis call Rote Kapelle Red Orchestra for the illicit music they had broadcast to enemies of the Reich. How strange it is that the Gestapo considered them so formidable an enemy that they merited a sinister name, like something plucked from a spy novel. And yet, among their diffuse network of writers, teachers, economists, bureaucrats, office workers, and laborers, they count not one professional spy. They are ordinary people from every walk of life. And if you would like to know what happens next, you can check this out on Libby. Please join me here next week as I read from The Spy Mistress. Thank you and have a great week.